Oh, Peyton has a
Come
trivia
on.
saying that Fuzzy has so far finished 5th in every month this year.
I mean,
so the consistency is finally starting to rise.
Yep. Bit of a rough start for Lele. Yeah.
Yeah, that is not the stack you want to have.
Even completely bewildered by what he just did.
Alright, Lele doing very clean all spins, greeting for some mech shape. Overhangless to get better well access faster, has the column 7. Not even going to try to sustain it. Keeping their surge building strong.
3 PPS, so we got some absolute power plays. I thought I was looking at least ATSD setup, but no, just make it all spin instead, because that's too classic for us puny traditional modern versus players.
Yeah, that is one thing about all-spin Surge. It is not absolute, it is indeed a gamble, and if your Surge misses, that could put you in a really bad spot, but Lele's recovery was good enough to where they are still able to take that round and tie us up at 1-all. The C-spins coming out from Fuzzy. Able to pressure Lele quite high, it is going to first force the Surge break. And now the game's volatility is going to be skyrocketing from this point forwards. Fuzzy has the initial advantage, and it's actually gonna end a lot quicker than I expected.
Man, can you imagine that I'm talking like I'm a bit stoned? It's a bit weird.
They're just tired, give them a break. I can't believe Fuzzy
I don't know how I
thing.
can
What are we
fix
doing
that
here?
speech pattern. It's ingrained in me. I don't know how to take that. It's probably gonna need a lot of therapy.
Oh no. Okay, 22 spike comes out from Lele. It's not initially lethal, but the follow-up will be. Tied up once again, 2-all this time.
I mean, I've been trying to pull a lot of strings to make sure I don't have to commentate and sound like an absolute nutcase.
Ooh, that was a really good overhangless find from Fuzzy. I think the difference between when players know how to use overhangless and when they don't is very, very apparent. And we've been seeing it from both of these players, that they are for sure knowers. What a creative sequence from Lele to find that multiplier spike! But it's not going to be lethal by itself. Oh. Fuzzy greeds, but they didn't actually need the cancel, they needed the down stack. They're gonna get punished.
What the RNG IP smash drop? I mean, was there any other way that it could have been salvaged for Fuzzy?
I mean, the way to salvage it is just to not be in there in the first place, which is quite grim, but sometimes that really is all you can do.
I mean, take a look at
Lele from Lele,
24,
breaks the
and
surge
then
afterwards.
Up with another 14. What did Lele just make a spike and then another spike to just replicate the time?
That was a full board and then half board spike, one after another. The fact that Fuzzy is alive right now is a testament to how insane their survival is, but it does have limits.
Yeah, that and the numbers matching basketball shot clocks. No, I'm genuinely serious. That's actually a thing, basically, that I saw and noticed.
I mean, it was a pretty good shout. I'm a fan. Wait, Fuzzy's actually keeping Surge here. Has the counter for... Okay, they are going to take the safer route.
Fuzzy immediately after... Didn't expect to get spiked just enough to get topped out.
The problem with Fuzzy taking the safer route there is that they were already past the point of no return. Even if they did play safe from that point forwards, there just wasn't too much living the volatility they had already put into the game. So Lele did have that punish, but they don't have the surge advantage this time. It's all Fuzzy's move for what they want to do next.
Yeah, but
Lele's
clearly
initial
if
surge
you
break
can
is going to force Fuzzy to follow suit.
And then the follow-up just put pressure and not give Fuzzy a chance to build up back-to-back as fast up as Lele does.
Another full screen spike comes out from Lele, not lethal on its own, and neither will the follow-up be after Fuzzy finds the down stack quad.
Oh, that SP Smith drop from Fuzzy. That might be tricky to resolve.
Yeah.
But
Oh, that O piece
the
is
right
perfect!
to clean up.
It is not often you're going to be looking for an O piece to resolve your troubles, but Fuzzy gets it exactly in the nick of time. Neither player has any kind of large advantage quite yet. Lele has a little bit of cheese on their board, but we've seen how they downstack that.
Yep. And Fuzzy's trying to utilize clean garbage. Just as I wanted to talk about that, Fuzzy misdrops and completely wrecks their stack. So now, they gotta find some other way to deal with shenanigans from Lele. J misdrop having to skim that.
Lele is in such high advantage right now. They haven't received garbage in so long.
It's truly a breakaway to put this game away.
Yeah, all of the momentum currently in Lele's favor. Consecutive, I believe, 5 rounds. Not able to find the force surge for the immediate advantage on this one. So now it's Fuzzy's turn, but the board state isn't looking the best in terms of finding use cases from it. Gonna break early. I really do have to point out how insanely good Lele's risk management has been. Just about all of their major spikes have been pretty much exact full screen, and it's always going to be a kill threat. It's always something that Fuzzy has to react to, amazing disruption, and a lot of the times they're set up for amazing follow-ups, even if they're a little bit late.
It all comes down how you handle yourself and your opponent. But is that gonna be at least decent? Nope. Wait.
Fuzzy took too long for the initial kill, but Lele was still past the point of no return, and Fuzzy has finally put a crack in that momentum.
But the trailing scale is big. Oh. Speak of the devil, then! Because IEP Smith drop to narrow the trailing to just a 3 instead.
Yeah, Fuzzy's gonna take us to a Cadigan special.
Surely this is not going to be one of those comeback moments, or this ain't
Are
over
you
yet.
doubting Fuzzy? You think they can't do it? I don't know. It's always too early to call it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And on an unrelated note, Fuzzy, can you take one more?
Are you telling them? Alright, bet.
Oh, Fuzzy does not want to cover well there. Very good decision making, but the surge is enough.
Honestly, you had me going a little bit of a pause, just like, hang on. Is there a way out of this?
If there was, then the amount of thinking they had to do in order to find it was past the point of no return once again. And now Lele has secured the clockwork lead. Only 2 points to victory. Fuzzy has a mountain to climb.
A 28 spike just absolutely crush Fuzzy.
Fuzzy doing a little bit of thinking.
Really thinking it for all those all spins and making sure they also count a 4. Oh, he's early trying to catch Lele off.
Yeah, and they are going to be met with so much cheese, and that's the zipper of Doom and Despair, still able to make it through quite effortlessly. Amazing downstack. But the pressure's not over. Lele is allowed to mech to their heart's content, and you better believe that is, once again, exact full screen spike. Fuzzy's able to survive initially. And Lele's doing some misdropping, so now we're back in neutral.
I don't think that's exactly misdropping as much as having to stack pieces that try to come up with some better option through the stack. Because sometimes in chess you do have to stack pieces to change the outcome of the game.
Oh, Lele's going to succumb to all-spin brain rot. Nice.
All-spinitis.
The spin rot consumes another round. Another SDPC spin coming out from Fuzzy. Lele's gonna have the initial surge advantage. Fuzzy not too far behind. Another exact lethal plus sustain from Lele. The follow-up might just get there. Amazing cycling priority from Fuzzy, but it's still not enough after those misdrops. Match point Lele.
It's now match. Oh boy. Clearly I have no words because truly I'm not too all-spinitis to understand what is going on at this point.
Oh, Fuzzy had an amazing well transfer if they wanted to keep Surge, but I think they're playing a little bit too scared right now.
Yeah, they're kind of
They go all the way down. Lele's stuck in fossil fuel stacking.
Lele's just keeping up the pressure, not letting Fuzzy any sort of breathing room to work with. She's with clean material, but
Finn! W Lele?
a polymer T-spin? That's crazy.
Oh, they misdropped the T-piece. They don't have
lethal.
lethal anymore. That's so sad.
Been able to fix it up to just really counter the incoming attack from Fuzzy. This is crucial.
Fuzzy's gonna greed for the well transfer. Not able to find the Force Swords. They don't have a defensive tool. If Lele breaks right now, that could be huge.
But it's not.
Fuzzy just barely able to find the required cancels.
Yeah, really trying every trick in the book to try to cancel
Even
out
though
or
it wasn't lethal, that was
retaliate.
amazing timing from Lele. Have to point that out.
Yep. Oh. Another
Once again,
quick
the
jab.
moment Fuzzy exhausts all their options, Lele is there with the punish. The timing has been amazing, the risk management amazing, but Fuzzy still has it in them for these survivals.
Yeah, able to clean this up, but oh, that might be...
Force Surge, that's a defensive
does it
tool,
for
but that's
them.
not beating 36.
And there we have it. Well, it takes, and people, please just predict someone, just so it isn't 0-0 on both sides.